Hey, you! You're listening to the podcast network of Gamefully Unemployed because you're an untouchable success. To support us and gain access to great exclusive shows like our brand new Supernatural watch-along Himboos, head over to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. You'll also get your lucky little mitts on hundreds of episodes of our other exclusive shows like Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, and the complete series of Fox Mulder is a Maniac. We do movie nights, game streaming, regular mini-series and surprise shows, and you can even commission your own podcast about anything you want, within reason. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain by heading to patreon.com/gamefullyunemployed. That's patreon.com/GAMEFULLY unemployed. Probably don't need help with that word.
Yeah, it's part of this experience.
It's part of the experience, yeah, because Avatar it's less of a movie and it's more of like an experience that everybody in the world goes and does every few years. We all go do an Avatar every so often.
Exactly.
It's one of the rare
taxes.
One of the rare things we all come together to do.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
My name is David Bell.
My name is Tom Ryman.
And we just watched Avatar Fire and Ass.
Fire Ass.
It's the porn version.
Yeah.
This is the only pure thing in this world. The fire came from the mountain. Burnt our forest. My people cried for help. But Eva did not come.
Watching this, I'm like, God, they're not wearing much. And that's
weird. They sure aren't.
The teenage ones, I'm like, put on some clothes.
Put on anything, yeah. Put on a pair of pants.
Young man. Yeah, I can see your balls.
Joel David Moore is wearing so much clothes on his Avatar.
Yeah. I feel bad for Spider, the actor. What's his...
I don't know the actor's name, but he's just nude the whole time.
I know. He's just on set. Because everybody else is wearing like bodysuits and like the dots on them.
Yeah.
And then he has to be just this.
Nude boy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just gotta suck.
Yep. He just gets to be Bam Bam.
This movie is, in a way, the real arc of this movie is a white dude with dreadlocks being accepted by a group being like, you're cool. And that's all he ever wanted.
It's true, yeah. To just become one of them.
Yeah.
They do like an inverted Avatar.
They do.
We have the hybrids, which are the Sully children. And now we have the other version of hybrids, which are humans that can breathe air. But that creates another problem. Because if they can reverse engineer. Yeah, he is.
And they're going to make another hybrid. Like yeah. Also, that's like...
And it's going to be a giant worm with a man face, like in Dune.
Yeah. That felt weird because Sigourney Weaver is playing a teenager that's his age, and they're doing scenes together where he's like tickling her, and I'm like, but that's Sigourney Weaver, right, on set? And like, I don't get me wrong, I would kill to get to do a role where I get to tickle Sigourney Weaver,
but also in terms of performance, it's noticeable a lot in this. She's playing a teenager, but Sigourney Weaver is in her 70s.
Right, they have a kiss. And it's like,
well, it's just in her vocal performance. It's like you can hear that she is a woman in her 70s.
Oh yeah.
So it's weird. It's weird playing the teenager. It's a little jarring.
Yeah, I can make believe. I'm seeing that David Thewlis is in this.
Oh yeah, he was the leader of like the caravan, the little sky caravan that gets hijacked.
It's hard because
he was very David
shit all over
Thewlis.
their face.
Yeah.
We should talk. Let's talk about the trailers.
Let's talk about the trailers.
Do you want me to describe the Odyssey trailer?
You can. I missed it.
I'll say this. Christopher Nolan he works on me. Like he's made some movies that I'm like, that's a real fart. But like he did just one detail that I never thought about, which is that the whole trailer is from inside the Trojan horse, more or less, slowly going in. And you don't think about how uncomfortable it would be to be in the Trojan horse. And that's the kind of detail that's really cool, where he's like showing them like it's half in the water and like they have to like not drown, and they drag the thing for like days and they're just in there looking miserable. They're sticking swords in it to like see if there's anything in it. And they do that whole like oh yeah, that sucks. And it's like not that big. Like it's more of a realistic
It's way smaller
size.
than you think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just, and then the like the kingdom or whatever that they take it into is like, it just looks very historically accurate.
Troy.
Where you're like, Troy, thank you. It's like this small little, piece of shit place, and you're like, yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that big. And it's like that vibe where he like grounded the shit out of it, and then it's the sequence of them coming out and opening the gate, and there's just like this tension that they're like, people are running at them and they're trying to open the gate, and it's just like, fuck, man, this I'm into it. I'm into it.
That's cool.
That's all.
That's cool. I really wish they'd do mythology in it.
Yeah, they show a Cyclops, but it might just be a dude with one eye that's big. It was hard to tell. It was like real quick.
Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah. The what else? What did you get? What did you get?
Avengers, obviously.
Yeah.
Which they
That bummed me
waited
out.
they waited until after, in my theater they waited until after the AMC couple dancing and then racing with
Mine.
popcorn, and then also
Same.
after Nicole, because
Same.
they wanted to trick people who were waiting to record it.
Yeah, people were like, when the Nicole Kidman people were like, "Aw." I mean, listen, they were talking about, like, I've seen news of like there's security outside the theaters to like make sure people don't record.
I saw it
It's
already.
just like, I was just like, yep, that's what Chris Evans looks like.
But also, like, it's online,
Yeah,
like
of
it's
course.
on YouTube already.
These should have, if they're all like this, these should have just been something that they dump on Twitter. As far as I'm concerned,
Yeah.
I was like, this isn't a trailer. You don't. This is bullshit. Like this is like, we haven't finished editing it. Here's some footage, and it's like, yeah, I know. Like it was that feeling of like, it's like when you remember when they do like first behind the scenes photos of Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne, and
Right,
you look
and
at the
it's
picture and
Ben
go,
Affleck
that's a
in a
man in a
suit.
suit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure does look
It's
like
that.
Ben Affleck wearing a tie.
Yeah. It's just like,
They have some algorithm that tells them they need to get the hype train started at exactly this date a year ahead of time. So
yeah. I'm most excited for the Digger movie with Tom Cruise.
I
I'd
missed
say.
that trailer too.
It's there's not much. It's all silhouette. They treat him like he's Captain America too, where they know we want to see what he looks like, because they're like, we uglied him up. He's an uggo in this one, and he like dances. It's him like dancing in silhouette. It's like, it's the reminder, like, hey, I can do comedy. That's how I began my career, kind of.
Sorta.
Yeah.
Was
sorta.
it?
He did like risky business. He's like a fun guy. He's a fun guy. We're having fun. And then he was
Risky
that
Business
Jerry's
is a
Maguire.
kind of a drama.
Yeah,
Taps, that's also a drama.
not risky business. I'm thinking of something else. Doesn't matter. This doesn't.
No,
matter.
you are where he
I mean,
starts.
He's like a clown in the
starts
color of money.
the call
you
girl
know?
service, the escort service out of his house while his parents
That
are
is a
away.
risky
That's risky
business.
business.
Yeah,
Where he dances in his sunglasses. That part of the movie is fun.
right. He used to be like he was like more of a Chris Pratt. Weirdly enough, I think. Like he was more of like,
Yeah. He's
yeah,
cocky young action dude.
yeah. So Avatar.
Right. This is
did
what we
you-
just watched for Avatar Fire and Ash.
I know. Did you like it?
I had more or less the same experience that I do watching Avatar movies, which is that I'm enjoying myself perfectly fine while I'm watching it. But this one, I did start to feel the diminishing returns. Like, I liked
Yes.
the last one, but this one feels like all of the unused footage from Avatar 2. It feels
Yes.
like when they put out the Anchorman DVD and it came with a second DVD that was the Lost Movie, like Welcome Home, Ron Burgundy, and all it really was just an assembly cut of all of the unused bits and side plots and stuff that they didn't use in the original film. And that's what this feels like, because it just kind of feels like a PS to the original movie. I mean, not
Yes.
to the original movie, to Avatar 2. Like, it even ends the same. Like, it's all... Jake has to convince the clans to unite once more to fight the Sky People in a big sea battle with the whales
They
again.
saved the whales again.
Again.
And I was like, we saved the whales already. We did that.
Yeah.
It's the same stakes. It's
Yeah.
the same, like, Spider, you're my son. And, like,
It's your fault your brother's dead. And, yeah.
Right.
It really just felt like a continuation. It felt like a postscript.
Yeah. It's this could have been an email feeling.
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, this is like a recap of the movie we just watched. It's weird because I had the exact same experience. And what I mean is once I got in the theater and I watched like the shots of them like diving underwater and shit, and I'm in 3D IMAX, and I'm like, this is like going to Disney. Like, I love this. This is working.
I'm having a great time.
Right. I knew right away. I was like, I'd never watch this at home. Like, this is just, you just watch it in theaters, and it literally is like this. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
You know, it's unreal. And then a couple hours passed, and I went, all right, I got things to do today. And it's clear you have nothing to say in this movie that you didn't have to say in the previous movie.
When my stomach really kind of sank, or that's not my stomach, but when I really started to get bummed was when Jake and his son like swim out to the boat and emerge in the boat and start poking around in the boat for the climax.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the exact same climax as the last film. Like we're poking around with guns in the hull of the ship looking to fight Avatar Stephen Lang. Like, this is the same, like they're going to have a fist fight on the deck of the ship. Yep.
Like, this is
the
weird
whales
to
are
say.
there. It was the same climax, Dave. I was bummed.
This is the highest quality movie by a director I love that I would have normally probably walked out on. Because not for any other reason, because I love long movies, right?
Sure.
And nothing wrong with that. It just felt like after a few hours, me going like, got it. Nothing's going to happen. Got it.
Yeah.
Everything will be the same at the end of this as the end of the other one. Like, it was that feeling of like, if I wasn't doing this for a podcast, I would have went like, okay, cool. I have enough. I got enough Avatar. Like, I had fun. It was fun.
Some storylines advanced, but not many, and not enough. It felt like he needed a bigger idea to really single this out as its own movie.
Yeah.
Because this is just years from now, this is just going to be endlessly confused with Avatar 2. Like, people are not going to be able to remember what happens in which one.
Right.
Sorry.
No, here's my hot take. This is the better one. Meaning that when I came out of it, I wasn't thinking this was a waste of time. I was like, Avatar 2 is a waste of time.
Right. Like,
because this one's better, I think.
The Fire Tribe is cool as shit. I like having Stephen Lang go through Jake Sully's journey, but the evil version of it. Like, they even do the scene where like she says to him, "I see you," and he's like, "Damn right you do."
Yeah.
There's some cool shit in this movie, and all the action is rad because it's James Cameron. Everything looks cool, and there's just cool fucking shit happening. But it's the same movie, and that's really hard to excuse.
It's really weird. It's if people were like, I haven't watched Avatar, I would say watch part 1, watch a recap of 2, and then watch 3.
Yeah.
is like the proper way, because it really, like, all you need to know is like, the problem is like 2 is like, okay, we have to know what's going on.
There's
been like 10 years.
Substantial stuff in 2.
But 2 feels like it could have been a montage at the beginning of this movie. Like, the stuff that was important in 2 could have been put into this movie.
Well,
I think this was originally one movie. I think that was what
probably
happened.
Yeah. And then they decided to split it into 4, maybe. I'm not sure, because this does feel like, well, why have the 2 identical climaxes? Why wouldn't you just put the fire people stuff into the last movie? And just like basically, and then lift the climax from this one, where Sigourney gets in touch with the goddess and everything, and Spider can breathe now, and the magnetic storm, and all. Put that climax into the last movie.
It has almost like Mystery Box feeling, where you're like a show where it's like, oh, we're not going to advance this show that much, are we? Where like every episode is like a crawl of like, oh, because it does feel like the progression here is like, okay, someone had a baby. There's like a couple relationships have kind of advanced a little bit.
Kate Winslet's character has a baby and dies. So we lost to Kate Winslet.
And again, it's little things where it's like, give me the 2 scripts. I could merge this into one script that would be about the same length. I will say, like, there's an interview with James Cameron that I was wondering about this. And he, like, I think we've seen multiple interviews about this where they're like just writing on the fly. And he said that he changed a bunch of things in this based off audience reactions in Way of Water, including more whales. He was like, everybody liked the whales in the first one, so I put more whales in this. To which I would say, yes, but you did the whales. You did it. The whales are done.
We need more.
Yeah, it's like Voldemort, where every Harry Potter they'd be like, and the villain is Voldemort, and you're like,
him again,
every
huh?
time.
Every time.
What?
That's him
Yeah.
again, huh? Every time.
Huh. Every movie, it was just, and like, I guess it's consistent, but it's that feeling where you're like, I feel like there could have been less movies if the villain just keeps being Voldemort getting thwarted.
Right.
Yeah. It's that where it's like, okay, yeah, I get it. Saving the whales, it wouldn't just be one big finale. I guess you'd have to keep doing it. But it's literally then, this time, it was literally like the Sky People are coming with a ship again, but it's bigger.
Yeah.
And that was it. And it was like,
It broadened the scope of the conflict some.
yeah.
But or not the scope, the scale, I guess, because they're
Here's
like
what-
flat out about to genocide this whole like
Yeah.
spiritual gathering of whales that's like undeniably culture. Like the whales are wearing clothes.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
They are. They're awesome. The whales are pretty
Whales
cool.
rule, man.
Here's what I would have done. Because I only know this because this movie has a gem of a there was a point where I thought the movie was going to be something else, and I was so excited, and I was ready to say this is going to be my favorite Avatar, because I thought so. For people who haven't, I guess, seen it, the beginning of this is like we're at the water place, and they've decided that Spider must go because Spider has to breathe his stupid human air still, and they're like he's a liability, and we got to fucking we gotta like we just can't take care of this honky that's here. And there's a lot of there's some fun stuff with Jake Sully and
Zoe Saldana, whose name I can never
Zoe
remember.
Saldana. Yeah, but what is her character name?
Natiri or something like. I can never remember what her name is.
She's barely in this.
She's barely in the last one.
Neytiri.
She's in this one more.
Right. Yes. And I like her attitude of like we should kill him.
I thought
like
they were
that's
doing a
very
really,
funny.
yeah, I thought they were going in a direction of, they're turning Jake into kind of a villain.
Yes, I thought they were doing that too. And
They
in
may
fact,
still.
the most interesting this movie was when I thought he was gonna kill Spider. I was like, that would be a fascinating idea for this movie, and they don't do it. But so they go with these traders. And it's like it'll be a family vacation is how they phrase it, because the family's like, fuck this, we don't want this, we love Spider, yada yada yada. And so I thought
It's like, we'll all go out together and release him in the wild.
Exactly. So they go as a family with these traders, and the traders get raided by the fire people. The Fire Nation attacks, and they all crash. And at the same time, we have God, I'm not remembering any names. I mean, why would
Stephen
I remember
Lang.
the character's name? Stephen Lang's character.
Quaritch.
Quaritch is like, we got him, and he goes in with his friend, and then they all just get kind of crashed into the forest, and then Jake Sully has to team up with Quaritch to find Spider because it's his son. And I went, oh my God, is this going to be the entire movie? Because I am 100% into this.
Yeah.
Like a bottle episode movie where it's those two who hate each other teaming up to get Spider, and you could still do the like we need to kill Spider. You could still do the part where Spider gets dragged back and they have to like that should have been the climax.
Yeah.
Where like just cut all the whales, cut all of that, and just do this adventure like bottle episode story where like Quidditch is like trying to learn Na'vi shit, and Jake has to teach him how to survive in the jungle, and they like save each other's lives, and it sort of ends with like we're still enemies, and they do that.
They do that,
granted,
yeah.
but that should have been most of the movie, right? And then like the fire people could have been the bad guys, and they're like we're running from them.
Yeah, I do
like a buddy fucking action movie. You know?
I had the same response. I was getting really excited when I thought that was going to be the rest of the movie. But again, I do like when he fucks off and joins up with the fire tribe.
Oh, that
and
was
it's
great.
like, I
They
like
could still
that.
probably
for him
do
too. Yeah, they
something.
could do both.
When
But
he
like,
shows up with all the war paint on, it was so
Yeah.
good because it's just
Yeah.
not mentioned, where he just keeps slowly getting more and more into them.
yeah. Yep.
I'd wear war paint for that fucking Na'vi lady.
Oh, yeah,
my
she's
goodness.
rad. Una Chaplin.
She's She's gonna fuel a lot of fetishes.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's something.
This movie is worth like seeing her and her performance.
Yeah, she's a great villain. Great bad
Yeah.
guys.
Oh yeah, she's incredible. As just like a real maniac.
Yeah, I like the idea of introducing a tribe. Well, what if the gist is there a small tribe of Na'vi whose forest was destroyed by a volcano, so they went crazy and now they've worshipped the volcano.
Yeah.
And she's just a nut.
You know what would be awesome?
What's that?
If this movie ended at a volcano.
Yeah, get more Wrath
Not-
of Khan with it. Or not Wrath of Khan,
Fucking
Search for
shit.
Spock. Yeah, it was a real
Okay.
bummer that it was another fleet battle against the whales. It does end in a fist fight in a magnetic storm, and that was cool.
Oh yeah, but okay, I'm gonna keep rewriting. So you first act to the halfway point. It's like Buddy, Quidditch, and Jake Sully trying to find Spider. Quidditch gets captured, and we do all that stuff with the fire people. Where like he then starts like they're stupping. The audience cheered when they stupped.
Oh,
when they were like
when she drags him back to the tent.
Yeah,
You're like,
it was
yeah.
yeah, the energy in the audience was like, good for them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so glad they found each other.
We should. Okay, please continue. But we should.
No,
we
but-
should spend more time talking about the movie that actually was.
Well,
But
this
yes.
is the problem because, like you said, it's this. But like, have
kind of
them
the same movie,
that,
yeah.
and then Jake Sully meet up with Zoe Saldana and be like, "We got to get Spider." You do the like, they get him. They think about killing him because he gets the stupid, and like all the kids get kidnapped. Like everybody gets kidnapped by the fire people.
A lot of kidnapping.
You do the kids like escaping the fire people. The Spider can breathe. That's a thing that happens.
Yep.
And then you could do all that.
Yeah.
And you could have Quidditch do the like I'm now part of this tribe, like I'm gonna bring them guns or whatever. Like you could still have that, but you just again cut the whales.
Put all the whale
Cut
stuff in the last movie.
Yeah, and just no
transplant
whales, and do like fire. It's fire and ash. Do fire and ash, not the Way of Water.
I was
or whatever it
expecting,
called.
I was expecting way more of that because Way of Water was such a departure from
Yeah.
the previous Avatar, where it's all the forest shit.
It's just weird.
It's like,
They're
well,
like,
it's
this
fire
is-
and ash, yeah, volcanoes and shit, of course.
Right. They're like, this is our water one. All right, this is our fire one, but it's also our
It's
water
mostly
one.
water. It's like 98% water.
Yeah. What are we doing?
There's
you
not
know?
a single volcano.
Yeah. They're really, yeah. Like, it's just so. I don't know why they did this. It's such a. It's like it's called Fire and Ash. I don't know.
It felt like, well, now that you're saying that it was written more on the fly, that is a little more revealing because this did feel like I said, assembled footage rather than
Yeah.
a shot script.
Yeah. I don't know how on the fly. The only other thing I saw he changed was that they have the thing where Chick's always like, this would go better with guns, guys, and they're like, no, thank you. And he said in the original version they do embrace the guns, and then Uvalde happened, and he was like, I don't like guns as much anymore. James Cameron was, and he's like, I'm gonna down like.
Well,
he puts it well. He's like, I was in a tricky situation because the main character loves guns, and he's not gonna. He's a Marine, but I don't really want like him to heroically introduce guns
Then
to
don't.
people.
Like
Yeah,
there's
he didn't.
there's a through line in this movie that I'm not sure if Cameron is 100% aware of, that Sully is bad.
Yeah.
Sully is bad for his family. He's bad for the Na'vi. He's bad for Pandora. Like he's. I mean,
They should
he's
spider him.
he's a symptom of the greater thing, which is that the humans are already there. So it's like it's really the humans, but it's like ever since. You see it more in Zoe Saldana's character in that she's lost everything. She no longer has her tree or her forest. That was all destroyed. Her dad's dead. Her tribe's mostly gone. She hates her children. Like
Yeah.
she secretly kind of hates her children because they're human. They're half human, and she hates humans. Like she
Yeah.
she gets a mini little racist
What is
tirade
there-
against humans.
What do they call them?
Pink little hands, and
Pink skins, which is racist.
that's what I said. Yeah, she has a
Because-
little racist rant against humans, but
Oh, I just mean like we're not all pink colored too.
exactly, yeah.
So it's like multiple. It's different levels of racist.
Yeah. So there's that
Come on,
interesting
Zoe.
conflict, but it's like it's the idea that Jake has brought nothing but like endless war and conflict and strife since he's since he joined the Na'vi, he's turned the Na'vi into like a people that just get endlessly massacred by the military as they're looking for Jake Sully. And like he's just like, at one point he turns to his son and it's like, this is a war. And I had the thought, I was like, that's all he's ever known, thanks to you. Like it's just war. Like,
turn yourself in, Jake Sully.
You fell in love with the Na'vi and this planet because it was a way of life that eschewed a lot of the things you didn't like about humanity and embraced nature and life in a way that prioritized those things instead of like capitalism and stuff. But like, you're ruining this planet by continuing to stay here. And like, he's terrible to his kids. Like the kids are clearly pulling off in different directions. Yeah, he's an awful father. He straight up tells his son that it's his fault his brother died.
He almost executes one of them.
Yep, he almost kills Spider. Who turns around and says, I understand why I have to die, but do you still love me? It's like, I don't know if he understands that fully, that he has this through line of Jake is this corrupting.
Right. Are they going to dune him?
Just as much as humans as a whole have been to Pandora, he's like infected the Na'vi and he's turned it into, all we see of the Na'vi now are different tribes sheltering Jake until they get massacred by Quaritch as he's trying to find Jake. And they're all like, we have to stick up for Jake because he rode that dragon one time. Like, he is bringing all of this shit to your doorstep.
It's funny because it's like, in order to actually win this, all the humans have to fucking leave.
Yes.
Period. That's why the first movie was like one and done.
It can't be worth it either. Like they mentioned, sorry to interrupt.
No.
Finish your thought, please.
No, just the first movie before they thought they'd make sequels and then they all left. And
but there was always that thing. It's like, you really think they're gone? Yeah.
If it succeeded, they're going to make more. But like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, that's sort of where the only place this could go is like at the end, Jake Sully goes like, well, I guess I'll leave too.
I guess exactly. He has to.
Well, it's just funny because this movie has similar DNA as Sinners because it is about the concept of assimilation.
Yep.
And xenophobia, right? Where you look at the Na'vi and go like, leave them alone, get off their planet, and then like you could be like, I guess that's xenophobic. Where it's like but it's like, but they're another alien species across the galaxy.
They came to raid the planet of its resources. Like it's not.
But the people who are like, I want to be part of your culture. It's like, I guess. But again, it's not the same as like racism, obviously, because it's like you guys are aliens from another galaxy. So yeah, just go back to your galaxy. It's fine. Like, fuck off. Go get resources somewhere else.
Yeah. The thing that
But it's a similar dynamic, that's all. What were you going to say?
No, 100% it is. I was going to say, it can't be worth it. So at one point, the whaling dude, the guy who lost his arm in the last movie and then finally gets dragged down to the briny deep in this one.
We're going to see him in the next one. He'll have more robot. He's going to be Darth Vader by the end.
Nah, this is a final death from James Cameron. He got the Michael Biehn in the Abyss. That's final for James Cameron.
I want him to keep coming back. I want him to have robot legs next one.
A robot head.
Yeah.
Because he's dragging, like I thought we were going to see his head explode or something because they're dragging him all the way down like really fast. But you know, like anyway. the respect that James Cameron has for the deep, that guy's not coming back.
No.
If you fall into the abyss, that's it for you.
It's so funny. Sorry, because it's James Cameron. You can see the people around him and him just like, I don't know why. I just want to do another ocean one. I don't know. And they're like, all right, let's do another ocean one. It's called Fire and Ash, but all right. There's literally no fire and ash in the ocean, but
yeah.
All right, let's do an ocean one.
Well, you know, there's actually a lot of volcanoes in Polynesia and in the Pacific Island. We know, Jim. We know. I was going to say, it can't be worth it because at one point that dude mentions, there's $100 billion over there in the cove.
Right.
He's piloting a fleet of essentially PT boats. They're like the size of PT boats, a little bit larger, but they're outfitted with like gigantic harpoons to hunt space whales, plus a submerged fleet of dozens of mini subs, also outfitted with space whale killing torpedoes. What do you imagine the cost of transporting all that gear plus its personnel from Earth to Pandora?
Right. They
I feel like we crossed the $100 billion threshold a long time ago. Like, this cannot be worth the expense to harvest.
I think they kind of fucked this up because I get the idea, right? It's like going for oil, invading a country for oil. But I think what they needed, because what they need at the beginning of Avatar is something more vital than oil. They need to live, the human race, right? That was the idea. The human race is dying.
It's
and we need to find a new planet.
It's what it is in the first one.
Right, but doesn't that relate to like the human race is dying? It's corporate. I know it's corporate, and they need the unobtainium.
I forget what it exactly is, but I know in the second one they've started building refineries and shit with the goal of like terraforming and setting up permanent settlements.
Right, and they're looking in this one. They're like, spider can breathe.
Yeah,
and so we're gonna and so I think they should have done like colonies first before like the whale shit. Honestly, they should have done like, okay, we made this perimeter safe enough. Like, there's the human colonies now, where it's like it starts getting a little messier, right? And then there's people in that colony who are like, I'm going to go out and try to find some resources. You do Aliens, right? Where it's like the terraformers are here and they're out and they're kind of doing little jobs and shit. And then there's like becomes a group that's like whaling, and they have to save the whales. Like, I can see kind of more of that progression, I guess. But you're right, where it doesn't seem worth it what they're doing. Versus like,
there's these huge like shield helicarriers that like Edie Falco is piloting, like the their equivalent of the Star Destroyers, to carry these boats out there. It's like, my goodness, the expense here.
Yeah. Yeah. What are they doing?
It's an offhand quote. Like, you could fix the problem by just saying a 100 gazillion billion dollars in there. But like, the problem remains that it's something I'm always thinking about watching all of this ordnance and men or personnel rather, and all this cool G.I. Joe gear and shit. It's like, boy, they are sending this shit across the fucking universe for this.
Yeah.
This is expensive.
Yeah. There's also the fact that, like, I don't know, this was
unless
just
they're
the
building it there,
premise.
but still, like, you had to send all this shit out there to begin with. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I guess unobtainium. You're right, unobtainium. That's the secret. Because I was gonna say, like, there's always the
it's like
idea
an energy source.
like,
I think that's what it was.
I think it's an energy source
to like bring all the people or to build their terraforming machines or some shit. Anyway,
I don't know.
I have to watch them again.
But just focus on the terraforming, I guess. Again, he loves the ocean. I'm waiting for Avatar 4 will be called like The Sky, and he'll be like, you know what we need in this one? The ocean. I don't know why. I just think we need the ocean in this Sky one with the balloon people. We need to get them into the ocean. It's just like, get out of the ocean, James Cameron.
Yeah, knock it off. You spent 2 movies in the ocean already. Yeah,
holy shit. Like, this is... I can't get past that it's called Fire and Ash, and then... he made an ocean movie.
It's so ocean heavy. It's really like,
and
boy.
Again, there's like a really cool, I think a cool like bottle episode movie where it's like, okay, not much happens, but we get like a fun adventure.
Yeah.
And we meet like these new groups, and like we get little character stuff between like Jake and Quidditch and Neytiri and Neytiri,
I think,
and
we decided.
Kiri, and yeah, I don't know. You could do all the character shit. You could do all that stuff. Just like I thought they were going to do the thing where like the humans were just like in the background. Like they weren't, where it was like, again, it was just like this little adventure they go on the planet with the volcano people. Mm-hmm. And then like 3 or 4 like movies down the line, the volcano people can come back more, or they can become allies. You know what I mean? Like you could do some shit with that. I just like your world building, and they barely built new world.
Well, this one was too lateral in terms of its length. Like for being a movie that's like 3 hours and 15 minutes long, I think is the official runtime. It's way too lateral in terms of story development. Like it needed a bigger idea to make it its own distinct installment in the franchise, I think.
Yeah, you talked about it like on Hypecast and stuff where you're like, I'm excited to see this new aspect of Pandora.
Exactly.
And that's the fun of it is like, now we're going to go over here.
And I loved all the shit with the Fire Tribe. Like we said, Una Chaplin was rad.
Yeah. Just if you're going to world build and you have 3 fucking hours, like it's just so weird. It felt like...
Not that there's no world building in it. It's just so weird that it's so heavily just like alternate footage from the first Avatar 2, it feels like. Sorry, Dave.
It's like no, I'm trying to think of a good comparison. It's like if Return of the King just stayed in the same places as the last one and had the same battle, where it's like now we have to defend it again.
Peter Jackson made a decision, in fact, to address a problem that's similar to this. They face Shelob in the Two Towers in the novels.
Right.
He moved the spider. He moved it to Return of the King because he knew that Frodo and Sam kind of needed some kind of challenge to make their story in that film unique and distinct in the movies. Or else it would just kind of feel like more of watching them walk.
Right. I couldn't tell. Like, I literally at one point I was like, do they have all these CGI assets? And they're like, we just got to we don't have enough money to, let's just use the same CGI set of this crashed ship. It was like, we're in a crashed ship?
Yeah,
again.
I don't think that's the thing. It's what's crazy is I don't think they have like that level of freedom, right? Because the technology is so sophisticated.
Right.
And I know they did reshoots, but I didn't think they did them recently. And it's just normally not the way he makes movies. To do it more like a Marvel way, where it's like kind of reactionary to fan stuff, and it's sort of, well, let's just film everything we want to film, and then I'll kind of put movies together in editing. Right. That's not really the way he does business usually. Yeah,
little tweaks. Here's the thing: is he's like, I get this, and it's like when you do something long enough, you feel like you can do it more on the fly.
Yeah,
and maybe that's where we're at, where he's just like, he's just having fun.
Well, yeah. I think he's obviously proved his point. He made
what was his point?
His point was, shut up and let me do what I want to do.
Oh yeah.
Like he's
this
made
will make $1 billion.
I see. That's an interesting thing that I wanted to actually talk to you about. I don't know if this one will. Maybe it will. But this one felt too, like I said at the top, I felt the diminishing returns here. Like it felt too much like a retread of Avatar 2. Plus, it's only 3 years in between sequels this time. So I wonder if people are going to be as excited about this one because it's going to feel like, to us, and we're not like major Avatar fans or anything, but it feels like more of the same. Like it didn't feel new enough to justify being its own movie, really.
People in the audience watching it were very into it, and I was in an IMAX theater. It was 9 a.m., mind you. It wasn't full, but it was pretty full. So it looks like as of Saturday when we were recording
mine was full too for the first showing of the day as well. So maybe I don't know what I'm talking about.
This has crossed 100 million globally.
Okay,
so far.
Yeah, that's not. God damn.
Well, going back to what you said,
but okay.
So here's what I'm wondering about: is after this, because it got okay reviews, audience loves it, but again, it's opening day people. It's like it's critics and fans.
It's been out for like 36 hours at the time of this recording, about 48.
Right. But it makes me wonder about 4, because maybe at 4 people will be like, well, nothing happened in the last one. That might be it, but it's going back to what you said at the start of this. It's an event that everybody goes to.
Yeah.
It's like a ride.
Yeah.
It does feel like anybody can go to any movie theater as long as it has 3D glasses and watch this on a big screen and feel immersed in this world that's really gorgeous and vibe out with it.
Yeah, and it's cool and fun.
Right. That question of like people going like, why, there's that question, right? Avatar, it's the biggest movie ever, but no one seems to care about it, or like it has no staying relevancy, right? That's always the thing people say is relevancy. That's the criticism, right? Is Avatar
very superficial experience, which it is.
I was about to say, like, that's like saying the same thing about the Terminator 3D ride, right? Where it's like, do you know the plot of the Terminator 3D ride? No, I don't.
No.
But I enjoyed it. It's like, no, we're not here for like.
I think that's what James Cameron would say to those people. Well, the first one didn't really have any staying power. Okay, did you see Avatar 2? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
I kept trying to think about this in a generational way where I put on Lord of the Rings, right? On Christmas, and you vibe out with it, and you're like, I put on this 6 hour per movie.
Pour myself a glass of port and put on the fucking extended editions, man.
Right, and I think even James Cameron wouldn't want to compare Avatar to Tolkien's work. Like he's probably a fan of Lord of the Rings. The way
I don't see
is.
how he couldn't be. He's a filmmaker, yeah. But
you know what I mean. But like, this is. I was thinking, like, for young people, is this one of those? Is it like, because I love people liking long, epic movies. I love that, I want
I love
that
events. Lord of the Rings was the same thing. It felt like a big event. I mean, Lord of the Rings is a much better movie. Obviously, it's a resonant story that's stuck with people for almost 100 years now, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But it was the same sort of feeling of like, I know you're getting jazzed for the holiday season because there's going to be a new Lord of the Rings and everybody's going to go out and see Lord of the Rings. It's the cultural event that we all go do. And I get that feeling with these avatars for sure. In terms of the excitement about the release.
Right. He's making a movie that people want to see in theaters together.
Yep.
And that is heroic of him. I'm like, I love him for that. My question is, like Lord of the Rings, do people then watch this on their TVs to chill out? Okay.
I'll throw since they've come out on 4K.
That sounds like
I'll throw on an Avatar while I'm working. I'll throw on an Avatar in the background because it's fucking gorgeous.
Right, but
like I own this. I have a child, so this is a secondary reason for that. But I own the Super Mario Brothers movie on 4K for the same reason. It's just you throw it on and it's just like this is
about Hoskins.
Yeah, exactly. I also have that on 4K. We have the same version.
I do too. I have the.
You got the better film cell. I got like a crappy film cell.
Oh
anyway.
yeah. I have Dennis Hopper.
I just got a car.
No, I guess my question is: do people put this on like they wrap yourself in blankets, make yourself some snacks, and you just
like watch it? That's a good question. Like
that's my question because you do that with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, you put your feet up with slippers and cocoa and snacks, and you're like, we're going to spend the next 14 hours watching Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. I should have been high for this. I'm realizing that now.
Oh,
that would have been amazing.
You really should have.
I guess I'm not saying that
really
people aren't doing that. I'm just curious because I want that for people. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We were talking about before we were recording Pluribus, and I won't spoil the show in any way, but I will say Pluribus is a anti. People talk about the Netflix movies where everything is very like. We're going to say the plot 3 times. And hey, look over here. You're on your phone, so look over here.
Everything's lit the same.
Pluribus is the anti that in the sense that it's Vince Gilligan going like, no, I'm going to make like a real artistic thing. And if you're not paying attention, well, too bad for you.
You're going to have to back it up because you missed stuff.
And that's how I feel about like James Cameron being like, I'm going to make a 3-hour movie. And it's going to be like a weird epic 3-hour, and I'm happy. I'm happy that's still happening.
I love it. I love that there's so much clones and spirit rebirthings and spirit communication. Like this movie is very anime.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Yes.
Not necessarily in its storytelling, but in the this is going to sound weird. Not necessarily in its storytelling, but in the things that happen, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Like the story points themselves are very anime, but the way James Cameron tells the story is not anime. If that makes sense. It made me
feel because the rise of anime and the rise of Avatar, I think, is also a thing when people are like, nobody cares about Avatar. It's not culturally relevant. And it's like, no, you're 40. Like, young people.
Where are you looking for culture? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, I think I realized this watching it. I was like, this is like a live action anime.
Yep.
And that clicked, where it was like, James Cameron is one of those guys who's like every generation he like taps in. It's like our buddy Jason, where I think about how he started on message boards and now he has harnessed the power of TikTok. And I'm like, some people, they just keep finding the new thing. James Cameron has found, like, you know what kids are into? Anime shit. I'm making anime shit. And he made it before anybody else.
He's been he's been consistently about a few years ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Since Titanic. Like,
right. This isn't about this.
He would argue he always has been. But
that's what I think he has been to some extent. He has been.
Truly, he has been with Terminator, of course.
Yeah, I think like he's always so like this individual film aside, this series, like, it's clicked in my head watching it of like, oh my God, of course it's popular. He's the only one doing it. It made me feel like I had to start thinking about writing anime style stories where I was like, if I want to stay relevant as a writer, I need to follow this before.
I think, and the new Superman is of a piece with this. I think it's more that audiences, like Western audiences, are more okay with, you don't have to be so monolithic to the idea of being serious and adult. Well, like, this is a movie for adults, so we can't have a blue person in it. You know, or like, this is a serious movie, so we can't have reincarnation and clones and complicated, but no, because no, that adds all these interesting ideas, like that scene where Sully and Quaritch in the cage, where he's telling Quaritch, he's like, Miles Quaritch is dead. You are free. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to be carrying on Miles Quaritch's grudges. That man is fucking dead. And it's this whole it's like, you have the ability to see the world now in ways you couldn't. And I don't know. I think that's a big part of it, is not being afraid of ideas that are so outside the box and so, you might say, goofy, like a talking dog in a policeman's uniform. Like, shit like that'll show up in like Dragon Ball, which is not like an anime that seems to be about anthropomorphic animals, except there are some. So I'm not talking about going necessarily that far, but it's like the idea that certain ideas are too silly or too fantastical for a serious film.
It's imagination.
Yeah.
Is what it is. It's, by the way, when Quaritch says that, or when Jake Sully says that, Quaritch could say, like, Jake Sully's dead too. It'd be amazing if Jake Sully
never died.
Click and he's like, oh God. Oh yeah, I guess he never died.
Sully never died.
Right.
Sully never died.
I thought he died. I thought he... All right.
Nope. Sully doesn't die.
I don't know.
I don't know what they do with his body. I hope they ate it.
If there's a soul,
I hope they ate his human body.
I just imagine like a biblical God in Afterlife and Souls, and they die, and the God's sitting there like, okay, I gotta get a spreadsheet or something. I can't figure this out. What did you guys do? What were you doing down there? You like swapping bodies and souls? I got 2 Quaritches up here for some reason. Like, once cloning happens, it's gonna be, the Afterlife's gonna be really hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
all bets are off now.
To your point, like, I had my nephew describe Chainsaw Man to me because I'm old. And
my nephew was describing Chainsaw Man to Marina the other day.
Yeah, and I'm listening and I'm like, that's awesome, because it's so weird and creative, where it's like there's these demons, they represent fears, and one of them represents like chainsaw fears, and I'm like, all right, sure, like it's shit like that, where it ultimately comes down to, where are the new ideas coming from? And people are going to gravitate to, what are the things we haven't seen, or something that's we've seen. It's, like, people talk about this all the time. Avatar, it's Dances with Wolves, etc. Where it's like everything kind of, it's like, I'm going to take a gem of something that people are comfortable and know, and grow it and make something weird from that, and that seems to be a really like smart way of making something original that's never not worked, right?
Yeah, and it's the fantastical ideas, the thing that, in my opinion, I think the thing you only really need to be careful of is it just needs to be internally consistent, right? It just needs to be. It can't.
Yeah,
it
like
can't. It just can't descend into Calvin Ball. Is my point.
Oh yeah, it can't. Yes, you have to build a world, a fantasy world that matters.
If anything can happen at any time for any reason, then you have a problem because then it's hard to build a story. But anyway, that's really all you need to worry about, I think.
Yeah, I think extra points if you make it easy for people to make a pornographic version of that
ideally,
thing.
yeah.
That helps a lot,
and they will, no matter how difficult you make it for them.
Oh, yeah. You think The Simpsons, they were like, well, no one will jack off to this. And the internet was like,
A couple of
just you wait.
bold artists were like, you know what? Let's get a whole lot of yellow paint.
Yeah. Let's make these weird monsters. Mm-hmm. It doesn't stop the internet from just putting out just sagas of Simpsons pornography.
But if you make it easier for them, yeah.
Yeah, make it easier for
them. They can put out even more Simpsons pornography.
Exactly.
So and don't make them spend too much time on the Avatar stuff.
Yeah. This was their horniest Avatar.
It was deeply horny.
Yeah. And also, we haven't talked about, what's her name? The Una Chaplin?
Una Chaplin. I forget the...
She's amazing, but I have to shout out Stephen Lang.
Stephen Lang's killing it in this, yeah.
He's the comic relief. He had some of the biggest laughs.
Yeah, he's
throughout.
Great.
He's the funny guy in this one. And I was like, that's weird. Like when she gets him high and she's like cutting him and he's like, hey
now.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Stephen fucking Lang.
Fucking Stephen Lang.
Those two, like it really is like Sam Worthington as an actor is great, but they not give it, like you said with Jake Sully, you're like, he's just a sour sack of turds.
And I'll admit they made him interesting in this by making him unlikable.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I hope they pursue this. Like, I hope they pursue the idea of, challenging the family relationship, because it's dull if it's like, if it just keeps being like, oh, Sullys stick together and the Sullys just get together and everything's fine. And I don't know.
Yeah.
You need some conflict there.
They are doing something which I think is very like Empire Strikes Back, which is,
oh yeah,
we're at the dark point.
Oh,
like
yes.
They know.
Very much so, yeah.
Which is why it should have been at a volcano, but whatever. We're at the dark point, so in the dark point, all the heroes are kind of just, you're like, I don't want to hang out with them, while the villains are all having a great time.
Fucking rad.
Giovanni Ribisi's there in his underwear.
Back. He's back.
Yeah, I was so happy. I was like, that's my boy.
I knew he'd be back. There's too much money on the table.
Yep. Yeah. Eddie Falco never takes her hands off her hips. Like she has this
even when she has
stance.
the robot suit on.
Yeah. They're just having so much fun. Yeah, fucking, I was so happy to see Giovanni Ribisi.
Yep, he's back.
He looks good.
Yeah, he does.
Like he's barely aged. Like
yeah. It didn't look like it's been 20 years since the last Avatar.
Yeah. Oh, Lightning Boy.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his
DPO.
DPO.
Darren, I want to say Patrick Oswald, but I don't know.
Something.
For sure. Playing Virtual Fighter 2.
Electrocuting Jack Black to death.
Yeah.
That's the X-Files, everyone.
Yeah, everybody watch the X-Files. Yeah, I think when the dust settles, I think it's not that I really do think this is the better of
the two sequels.
Yeah. And that it's weird. This made the first sequel redundant. This isn't redundant. Like, this is the better movie. Watch this go from 1 to 3.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that happens in the second one though. Man.
Yeah.
I wish this one was a little more essential in terms of the story.
I wish it was about fire and ash. So again, it could be like, Jake We're the same. I'm the fire, you're the ash. Bam! You got a title. It's a buddy comedy. Fire and
like
ash.
the conflict
together.
is and then the conflict is right there where he's giving guns to Una and her tribe, and all of Jake's people are like, no, fuck guns, and he's like, no, you don't understand. All the bad people, they're picking up guns now, so he could get like more desperate and extreme in his
Spider.
Still trying to cut Spider's little head off, his tiny little head.
Yeah. There's no going back from that. Like, you can't be like, so we're cool, right? It's like, you just tried to kill me. You just tried to kill me in the woods.
I think that's part of why he had him say that line of how it's like, I understand why I have to, like, he understands why he's dangerous.
I thought this is setting up a Spider turn, right? Where he's eventually going to be on his Daddy Lang. He's going to be.
I think they're
Daddy
all
Long
gonna.
Lang.
I think they're all gonna fuck off from Jake and Neytiri. Like, I think Jake's gonna die eventually. They're gonna I think he's gonna go more bad and then have to, because he's really done nothing but ruin the Na'vi since he's gotten to Pandora. He's ruined Neytiri's life for fucking sure.
Yeah. It's the worst thing that ever happened to her is not killing him in the woods.
Yeah. Should have cut his, in the woods. Cut his neck, over. Man. Just eat him.
Yeah. Would have been so much easier.
Stupid little man.
Marry that other guy. Who's that other guy? There was like another guy she had lined up. In the first one,
right. Yeah, he dies. Yeah,
it's like I should have went with him. It's gonna be a lot of that.
Should have married that one.
I just got so excited when they were like, it's a Sully family vacation. And then it just felt like
it looked like they were going to be stuck with Stephen Lang for the next 2 hours.
It could have been a really good like Voyage Home type where they're like, none of this really matters, but we're going to grow a little bit.
Or a Search for Spock, like I said. Fire and Ash. There's a big volcano planet in Search for Spock. It's a very lateral move in terms of the story. They're just trying to bring Spock back to life.
Right. Like I'm mourning.
And also kill Kirk's son.
Yeah. I'm
Spoilers.
mourning that movie. The movie that they teased. Like I'm literally like, oh, do that one. Fuck. And it's too late now. It feels too late. Like in the next one.
They can do more shit in the next one. We're going to get the Sky people. We're probably going to get a Sky City. Maybe we'll finally see some volcano shit.
I think it'd be fun to go to Earth. That'd be a hell of a trip.
I kind of don't care about Earth, but if that's how it ends, if Avatar Part 5 is the fucking Na'vi coming to Earth,
just like, you know what? We're taking your shit. Yeah. They show up and they're like, oh God, you don't have anything.
Oh, you killed everything.
You live like this?
They just weep. It's all talk about fire and ash.
Yeah. I do. All right. I predict. Here's what I predict. I predict that they will. So I do think that Stephen Lang will ultimately do good. I think that
maybe.
I don't think so. I don't think they'll be so bold as to kill Jake Sully. I think it'll be Stephen Lang he'll Darth Vader it. He'll Vader it or something. And I think what's going to happen is Sigourney Weaver will tap into the Earth, to the Great Mother Earth, and become like a goddess powers slowly, and through some combination, they're going to actually devise a way to heal planet Earth. I think that they know. Listen, I'm fine with it. But they know that most audiences don't want it to end with Earth dying, planet Earth dying. I think there'll be some we'll split the
Well, I don't think James Cameron wants to have
Matrix.
A sad ending.
Yeah, spoilers for The Matrix, but the most surprising thing about The Matrix, the third one, was that it ended in a truce. I didn't. It's like if fucking Sauron and Frodo shook hands. You're like, what?
That was bold,
and it was cool. I liked that.
I like the idea of it. The film is bad and unsatisfying, in my opinion.
Yeah, I just like that. You can it is going in that way where Agent Smith, and you're like, oh, okay, I get it. He's becoming this rogue thing, and then the machines are like, we can probably work this out. I liked that personally, or I like those movies personally rather, but I get that most people don't.
Yeah, man, I really. When I saw the first sequel, The Matrix Revolutions, it really rubbed me the wrong way, and it's just I never course corrected after that. I get not course corrected, but I never recovered after that. I sort of the sequels I just never got onto. I don't like.
I'm pro sequels because we've talked about this. In my head, it's just there's nothing else you can do. Meaning that you make the first one and that's the movie. You're done.
Yeah, you did
and
it.
then they're like, make 2 more. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to world build. And then by the third one, it's like, where do we go from here? Not in the Matrix anymore. We've done the Matrix 2 films. Let's do a fucking, real world battle and shit. Like, that's just logically, you can't really go anywhere else.
Right, when you're trying to advance the story. I understand.
Yeah.
Just don't make them. Just don't make them.
Yeah, you could just not make. I don't know. I like
Yeah,
it.
like you said, they made them. I don't like
Yeah.
them, but we have the first one. That's the good one. They made the movie already, like you said.
Right.
You did it.
This-
Congratulations.
I feel like this one, it's less surprising that it will end with a truce because we are, in fact, humans watching this movie. So it would be amazing.
And
if
we
they were
want to
like,
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be amazing if it ended with them like, great news, we eradicated Earth. And it's like heroic music and everybody cheering. And it's like, we got them, all
Yep.
the pink skins.
Skinning
They're
the last
dead.
few humans as the
Yeah.
triumphant Avatar theme plays.
Yeah, I'd be so into that, but I don't
Peeling
think
them
they'll
like
do it.
grapes.
Yeah. I have to assume it'll be like, here's the means to heal Earth. Now go away
No.
forever.
Go away. Yeah.
Yeah. Or something. Or it'll just be 2 planets just up in flames. I don't know.
Maybe they'll turn
how else
one
could
into
it
a
end?
spaceship and pilot it into the other, like 9/11.
Yeah. They 9/11 Earth.
Yep, with Pandora.
There's no. I'm
Hell,
trying to
shouldn't have
think of
opened
other ways it could
Pandora's
go.
box.
I think they're also, because they're making so many, I think in their head, here's the actual depressing ending. The ending is after 5, it's superhero shit, right? They are right now, you can tell, they're bringing up all these other characters. I was thinking about this, the little kid in this one. I was like, man, I just know I'm going to be watching a sequel where she's 30 in it someday.
Yep.
Like, that's what the truth is.
You're going to be
is
watching
that-
the Jaws the Revenge sequel.
Yeah, there'll be 10 of these. That's the reality, right? Is that it'll never end. They'll just keep doing it. Because it feels like it might be the ending of this will be just Stephen Lang dying. And it's just like, we did it. And it's like, did you? But like,
Yeah. We did that already, though. We killed Stephen Lang already.
I just think like, just end. It's weird to like us, especially now, the Harry Potter movies, for example, for all their bullshit, they ended after 10 movies. They were like, and we got him. He's done. Yes, they tried to make more, but it was a lot of like, after 5 movies, it needs to be like, it's done. The thing ended.
That's a lot, yeah.
And I don't think I'm scared it won't.
I don't know. We'll see. This one was
Yeah.
very lateral.
Yeah, this one, jeez. Get me on board. Get us on board, James.
Yeah.
We'll write you one.
We have. I know.
We have
Now
good
I know
ideas.
you've got like an Oscar and a couple of $1 billion, but like, listen, you need our expertise. All
We
right.
got it. We got this for you.
We got the goods.
Smash cut to Avatar first flop.
Yeah.
We get executed publicly.
Yeah. Everybody. We get set
would-
adrift.
I want the I want like an ocean god to show up and it to look just like James Cameron, like be clearly played by James Cameron. I want him to play.
He shows up as Poseidon in the end.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Ah, fuck. Is that it?
I think so. That's all I have to say about Fire and Ass.
Yeah. It is my second favorite Avatar movie, I think.
I mean, it looks amazing. It's a lot of fun. It's too long,
Too long.
and it's just a big old rehash of the second film, basically.
Yeah. No, yeah. Like, again, it's weird to say it's my second favorite, but it's just like, call it
Yeah.
The Shape of Water or whatever. And
It's really Avatar 2 Part 2.
yeah, that's really what it is. It's like, oh, I guess you had a 6-hour-long movie that you had to split up.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, folks, Have a great holiday.
Do it, you sons
Yeah.
of bitches.
We'll be around in spirit, and by that I mean a lot of pre-recorded stuff coming up. We got a special year-end we just watched,
Boy, do we.
so that'll be next week. We got some stuff this week, but as you can imagine, we'll be fucking gone until the new year. Just our past voices will remain. Yeah,
Yeah, we're going
But
to.
in the meantime,
We're traveling to Pandora
yep. You know what would make a great
to
gift
be little
for
nude
yourself?
boys. Galloping through the trees.
I'm just thinking about myself on Pandora. Like, do I have to dress like that?
Do I have to be naked?
Like, yes. Like, can I just wear my pants? They're like, no.
No.
Please. All right, everybody's looking at me, but I guess
Here's
we'll
your
strip down.
dreadlocks. Okay.
Yeah. And then they're like, oh, not completely naked. No. Just Jesus Christ.
PG-13 naked.
Yeah.
In which country?
There should be way more balls hanging out.
Oh,
in
man, we
general
should have
in
seen
this.
so much balls.
Yeah. Every time Stephen Lang sat.
Yeah. Balls.
should've
We should have heard
peeking
them
out.
hit the ground.
Yeah. Like Jabba the Hutt just coming out, just oozing out there.
Dropping in the sand.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to get someone a gift or yourself a gift, you can go to patreon.com/gamefully unemployed. They must have a gift option. right?
There are gift options now.
You can gift people stuff. Our Patreon, for example, for $5 a month, you get access to a 700 plus podcasts for just $5 a month. Tom and Jeff Watch Batman, Fox Mulder is a Maniac, Star Trek The Next Futurama, Spiel Boys, our Supernatural podcast, Himboos. We watch movies every Friday night. This Friday we watch Turbulence, followed by Now You See Me 3. So that's what you can look
Boy, oh
forward to.
The 2025 Turbulence starring Kelsey Grammer.
That's correct.
He falls out of a
we
hot
won't-
air balloon.
I wasn't going to spoil it, Tom.
Okay. Someone falls
fine.
out of a hot air balloon.
Somebody. Oh, fuck. Watch Turbulence.
Watch
this
Turbulence.
Weekend.
We
We'll
also-
see one movie.
We also have a store. Head over to gamefullyunemployed.com where you can find a link to our Teespring store, where you can find cool original artwork and designs by cool original artists like Michael Vincent Bramley, Starlene Hodge, Justin Brown, and others. So check that out. Please rate and review
Yep.
our podcasts wherever you're listening. And check out our new show, Badical. BADICAL, wherever you are listening. Just put up a new episode this past week.
Yes.
Other new episodes are coming. More new episodes are coming.
Yes.
So check that out.
Check that out. Watch out for Santa. Set your traps. Set
Yeah.
your traps early.
Watch out for Santa's balls.
Hey, listen, our music is produced by Chris Corlew. You can find him on twitter.com as the Corlew or go to shipwreckedsailor.bandcamp.com. Our channel artwork is produced by Michael Vincent Bramley. For more of his work, go to mvbramley.art. Our episode artwork is by Justin Brown, available on Twitter as Justin T. Brown or at artnessbyjustinbrown.com. And finally, additional artwork is by Starlene Hodge. You can find her work at starlenearts.com or on Twitter as StarleneX. Cool. Goodbye.